Look, if you think 2025 was a banger year for anime, you are not ready for what's about to hit. We are officially entering 2026, the year of the GOAT. The industry isn't just releasing shows anymore, they are dropping cultural resets. We're talking about the return of legends we thought were gone for good, sequels to the biggest hits in history, and a certain horse racing epic that has been the impossible adaptation for over a decade. If you aren't prepared for this lineup, you're going to be left behind while the rest of the community is witnessing the biggest shift in anime history. Let's be real, the bar has been raised. Between the jaw-dropping production of MAPPA and the absolute sorcery coming out of Studio Orange and Wit, 2026 is where the peak fiction memes actually become reality. I've gone through the schedules, the leaks, and the confirmed trailers to bring you the definitive list. And trust me on this one, that #1 spot is a once-in-a-generation adaptation that is going to break the internet in a way we haven't seen since The Rumbling. Let's get into it. Number 10, Fate Strange Fake, January 2026. Kicking things off in the winter season, we have Fate Strange Fake. If you're a Fate fan, you know the Holy Grail War formula. But Strange Fake takes that formula, douses it in gasoline, and throws a match. Set in the US, this is a whispering Holy Grail war where everything is wrong. Fake masters, fake servants, and stakes that threaten to tear the world apart. A1 Pictures is handling the production, and based on the special we saw previously, the animation is fluid, chaotic, and high budget. Seeing Gilgamesh go all out in a modern American city, that's absolute cinema. This is the perfect entry point for people who want Fate action without needing a PhD in Nasaverse lore. Number 09, Hell's Paradise Season 2, January 2026. Gabamaru the Hollow is back, and the island of Shinsenkyo is getting even deadlier. Season 1 left us on a massive cliffhanger with the introduction of the Yamada Asaemon reinforcements and the horrifying truth about the Tensen. Season 2 is where MAPPA really gets to flex. The fights in the upcoming Lord Tensen arc are some of the most psychedelic and brutal encounters in modern shonen. We're going to see new alliances, deeper betrayals, and the animation of the Tensen's flower transformations is going to be a visual trip. Are you guys hyped to see the rest of the criminals and executioners team up? Let me know who your favorite character is in the comments. I'm still Team Sagiri all the way. Number 08, Witch Hat Atelier, April 2026. This is the one for the true animation fans. Witch Hat Atelier is one of the most beautiful manga ever drawn, and the anime adaptation by Bug Films, the legends behind Zom 100, is looking to capture that ink and parchment aesthetic perfectly. This isn't your typical magic school anime. It's a deep dive into the cost of magic and the wonder of discovery. The art style is whimsical, but the story can get incredibly dark. If you loved the atmospheric vibes of Frieren, this is your next obsession. April can't come soon enough. Number 07, Saga of Tanya the Evil Season 2, 2026. It has been a long wait, nearly a decade since Season 1, but our favorite tiny, warmongering salaryman is finally returning to the front lines. Saga of Tanya the Evil Season 2 is set to cover the total escalation of the World War. Studio Nut is back, and they've promised that the aerial combat scenes will be even more intense than the movie. Seeing Tanya go up against Being X while managing the politics of a collapsing empire is the kind of ruthless protagonist energy we need more of. 2026 is truly bringing back the classics. We're halfway through, but remember, the #1 spot on this list is the adaptation the world said could never be made. It's going to be a historical moment for the medium. Stick around. Number 06, Oshinoko Season 3, January 2026. The revenge plot of the century continues. After the emotional nuke that was the 2.5D stage play arc, Season 3 is diving straight into the private arc and the beginning of the main story. Aqua is getting closer to the truth, but Ruby is starting to step into her own dark idol era. Doga Kobo has mastered the art of making the entertainment industry look both dazzling and disgusting. Expect more banger idol tracks and more staring into the abyss eyes. Let's be real. We're all just here to see how far Aqua is willing to go. Number 05. Black Clover Season 2 2026. The scream you just heard was the entire Black Clover fandom. After a 5-year hiatus, the anime is finally returning to adapt the final saga of the manga. Studio Pierrot is shifting this to a seasonal format, which is the best news possible. No more filler, no more wonky weekly animation, just pure high-octane magic battles. We are heading into the Spade Kingdom aftermath and the final confrontation against the ultimate devil. Asta's anti-magic is about to reach levels that will leave your jaw on the floor. Is Black Clover the greatest underdog story in shonen? I think it might be. Number 04. Frieren, Beyond Journey's End Season 2, January 2026. The Queen of Slow Life and High Action returns. Season 1 of Frieren didn't just win awards, it captured our hearts. Season 2, starting in January, takes us further north toward Ende, the land where souls rest. We're getting into the Golden Land arc, which many manga readers consider the peak of the entire series. The fight against Mocked of the El Dorado is going to be a masterclass in strategy and emotional weight. Madhouse is back at the helm, and if they maintain the quality of the first season, this will easily be a contender for Anime of the Year. Number 03. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3, The Culling Game Winter 2026. Prepare yourselves. The Shibuya incident was just the appetizer. The Culling Game is the main course, and it is a non-stop gauntlet of the most creative, brutal, and high IQ fights Gege Akutami has ever written. Mappa is back, and the stakes couldn't be higher. We're talking about Yuta Okotsu returning to the spotlight, the introduction of Hikari and his gambling domain, and the absolute chaos of a battle royale where the rules keep changing. Are you Team Gojo or Team Sukuna for the eventual fallout? This season is going to be a bloodbath, and I am here for every single frame of it. Trust me on this one, the Culling Game is where JJK goes from great to legendary. Number 02, Bleach, 1000-Year Blood War Part 4, The Calamity Mummer 2026. The finale is here. Bleach is ending its 1000-Year Blood War run with the most ambitious season yet. Titled The Calamity, this final core is going beyond the manga. Tite Kubo has been working closely with the studio to add anime original content, including the legendary original Gotei 13, and scenes that clarify the rushed ending of the manga. The production value on Tibbo has been absolute cinema so far, and the final battle between Ichigo and Yuhuach is expected to be the most visually stunning fight in the history of the Big Three. Bleach fans, we waited 10 years for this return, and 2026 is where we see the Soul Society's final stand. It's been an honor, Captains. Number 01, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Steel Ball Run, March 2026. This is it, the big one. The once-in-a-generation adaptation. For years, people said Steel Ball Run was impossible to animate because of the horses. CG would look bad and 2D would be too expensive. But David Production has spent years in pre-production to make sure Part 7 is the masterpiece it deserves to be. Set in 1890, this is a reboot of the JoJo universe. It's a cross-country horse race across America with a prize of $50 million. But the real goal is much more bizarre. Johnny Joestar and Gyro Zeppeli are the best duo in the franchise, hands down. The spin technique, the introduction of Tusk, and the hunt for the Saint's corpse parts, this isn't just an anime, it's an epic western. The cultural impact of Part 7 is massive. It's widely considered the greatest manga arc of all time by the JoJo community. When that first episode drops in March, the internet is going to go into a collective meltdown. The level of detail in the character designs and the sheer scale of the race is going to redefine what prestige anime looks like. We are witnessing history. 2026 is looking like the strongest year for anime in over a decade. From the return of Black Clover to the epic conclusion of Bleach and the debut of Steel Ball Run, There is literally no room to breathe. Which of these are you most hyped for? Is there a hidden gem I missed that's going to surprise us all? Drop your top 3 in the comments below. I want to see what you guys are looking forward to.